This is Jeanette Yoff, and I wanted to share with you why it's important to tell a child their story, because it helps them become more grounded in who they are and have an understanding of where they belong. And we want all kids to know that they were born just like everyone else, and that they may have a foster care or adoption story that is part of who they are. And it's important for them to make sense of this, because just because kids are not actively talking about adoption or foster care does not mean they're not actively thinking about foster care and adoption. So we want to respect their inner life, because there's a lot going on in there for an adopted person. And telling them their story helps them have a better foundation of who they are in understanding their cultural, ethnic, racial identity, helping them understand where they come from, who their parents were, and what was the reason that they could not stay with their family of origin is really important for kids to understand, because when they don't have this information, they're going to make up stories. And usually the story is not positive. It's usually a negative story. And typically, because kids are egocentric, they're going to blame themselves. So the child is going to create an internal story that doesn't support their self-esteem or identity and healthy development. It's going to compromise their self-esteem, make their lives feel more challenged internally, which in essence will create more mental health challenges down the line. So children do need to know their story. We want to help them make sense of what happened to them. And storytelling and writing, journaling, poetry, the expressive and visual arts, dance, theater, like I did with my play, helped me organize. It really helped me look back and index, classify, identify feelings, thoughts, sensations, give myself a voice to an experience that I did not have control of. And that is really, really important. If you take away one thing from this conversation, is it helps a child have what's called a corrective emotional experience. Say, express, transform what happened to them into something new and productive and transformational. And that's what writing my play did for me. It allowed me to write it, express it, perform it, take the responsibility, and share my story with the world. And for me, it helps me validate and ground my experience in such a deeper emotional and psychological healing process. So I hope my story is important, and I hope that this answers the question, why not tell a child their story? It helps them develop, grow greater self-esteem, confidence, in knowing who they are, where they belong. And it helps them become more fully functional human beings, not walking around with unresolved shame, trauma, and confusion in who they are. So I encourage you to help a child understand and make sense of their story through many of the modalities I expressed here today, and I wish you all well. Thank you.
In the child welfare system, the child is pulled between three separate and equally important groups: their birth family, their foster family, and their adoptive family. This is one of their stories. As far back as I can remember, I just wanted to know who I was.
Oh, baby, everything's going to be all right. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird don't sing, Mama's going to buy you a diamond ring. And if that diamond ring don't shine,
Time's up, Celia.
Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring. And if that diamond ring don't shine, and if that diamond ring don't shine.
Come on, Celia. It's time.
Mama's gonna buy you. Mama's gonna buy you. Mom, I promise I'll come back. Mama's gonna buy you.
Nothing. She wasn't gonna buy me anything, and she wasn't coming back, and she never planned on coming back. That's it. That's what happened. No. That wasn't what happened.
Now you listen to me, child. I'm not giving you away because your poor mama ain't in love with you. I'm giving you away because your mama's not doing too good well right now in the head. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And you're going to be much better without me because you're going to live in a nice family with nice people and things just the way I want you to.
She could have been anybody. I don't know. That was the mystery. But in high school, I found out my mother was from Argentina. So now I'm Argentinian. She had a mental illness, so she couldn't take care of me. So what does she do? Hi, welcome to Jewish child care. You here to pick up Jeanette? Well, here she is. Oh, look at her. Isn't she a beauty? Hey there, pretty girl. Who's the pretty girl? Jeanette. What a pretty name, oy vey schmear. Who's gonna eat lots of potato pancakes with applesauce? Oh boy. You're gonna come live with us, Jeanette. We're gonna take good care of you. So I went to live with the Pharaohs in Seaford, Long Island, a nice Jewish family. I had a mother named Joyce, a father named Saul, and two older sisters, Amy and Nancy. Who knew? As far as I was concerned, they were my family. They grew me up. They tucked me in at night, changed all my dirty diapers, fed me chopped liver, and bought me presents every holiday. And when I turned 5, I knew I was born lucky because it was the best present of all.
My favorite, my favorite, my favorite! Thank you!
Man, was it great. Jeanette, honey, there's someone here to meet you.
Okay, just a minute.
Wow! Hi there, Jeanette. What do you look pretty? How are you doing today?
Good?
Do you know who I am? My name's Barbara Horowitz, and I'm going to be your social worker. That means we're going to talk about stuff, you know? Like stuff. Anything you want to talk about. How does that sound?
All right.
Well, today I have something very special to tell you. Next week, you and I are going to meet your brother, Patrick. How does that sound?
Patrick?
And then you and Patrick are going to go live with your real mommy in Argentina.
Mom?
Yes, honey.
Aren't you my real mommy?
Not your real mommy, honey. Just your foster mommy.
Well, who's my real mommy?
She lives in Argentina, Jeanette.
What's that?
It's a place far, far away from here. It's where your real mommy lives. Okay, time out. Here I am at 5 years old, just a couple of weeks from my 6th birthday. And I don't know what to make of any of this. I mean, up to this point in my life, the Pharaohs were my real family. I mean, why not? We did family things together, you know, shopping on Thursdays, out to dinner on Tuesdays, R-rated movies on Sundays, and the Seafood Jewish Center every Saturday, like clockwork. But if this wasn't all real, was I real? And your real name is Jeanette Cox.
Jeanette Cox? Well, who the heck is that?
I didn't know her, and I didn't want to know her. And then after a week later of nightmares, this Barbara lady shows up again. Jeanette, honey, there's someone here to see you. I knew at that moment my life would never be the same.
Oh, my God. They look identical.
There was my brother. We were like twins. They do look like brother and sister. Look at that. Everyone was having a conniption, but me. I suddenly felt like a stranger in a stranger's house. They have the same noses too, look!
That's my real brother?
Yes, Jeanette, you both come from the same mommy.
The same mommy?
I looked around me. I wanted to scream, hello, what is going on here? But I couldn't speak. I wanted to run, but I couldn't move. I wanted to do something. But I was just a kid.
Now, make a wish, Jeanette. Blow out all your candles. I wish I could stay. Hi, Barbara.
Hi there, Jeanette. How are you doing today? All right. Well, I have something to tell you, and I'm very sorry.
What?
Well, you're not going to go to Argentina to live with your real mommy and Patrick.
I'm not?
No, because your mommy doesn't, well, she's not doing too well right now.
She's not.
She's very sick right now, Jeanette, and she's not going to be able to take care of you the way the agency would like her to, so you'll be staying here for just a little while longer.
For just a little while longer?
What did that mean? I'm not going to Argentina and I'm not staying here. Then where was I going?
How come other kids got to stay in the same family? That's not fair. Hey, Jeanette, where do you get those dirty clothes? From your dirty sisters? Hey, shut up! You're just jealous because your mom doesn't let you wear dirty clothes with holes in them. Jeanette, I think it's time for you to go home. I don't gotta go home. I don't gotta go home where I can go when I want. I can stay out till dark if I want to. My mom doesn't care. Hiya, Mrs. Silverman.
Hiya, Janetta. You better get out of the street and into the house. Your mother's going to be worried about your kid.
Who, Joyce? She's not worried.
That's what I was beginning to believe.
Jeanette, you get up here right now. For what?
What is this?
My name?
What is it doing on my floor?
I was coloring.
Coloring your name on my floor?
Ow!
I didn't mean it. Now you listen to me. You're gonna shine that floor like there's no tomorrow. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Now let me hear you say it.
I'm gonna shine this floor like there's no tomorrow. I'm gonna shine the floor like there's no tomorrow. I'm gonna shine the floor like there's no tomorrow.
And I shine the floor like there was no tomorrow. The audition. Next! Shoes!
Hello?
Hello, and your name is?
Jeanette Cox.
Hello, Jeanette. How do you spell that, with one N or two?
Well, I spell it with one N, but apparently on my birth certificate it says two, so you can spell it however you want, legally or illegally.
How old are you, Jeanette with one N?
I'll be 7 on March 5th.
You're quite the young lady. What are you going to be doing for us today?
Tap dancing.
Okay. Are you ready?
Where should I put my picture and resume?
Just leave it on the table there with the others. My. You are a talented young lady. Did I tell you that already? Now, let's get down to business. I will ask you a few general questions, which is standard procedure here. If you don't feel like answering them, you don't have to. It will not sway our decision process. Now, first question. Have you ever auditioned for a family before?
Well, kind of, but I really don't remember because I was really little. I was a baby. But apparently my body remembers.
What kind of experience have you had?
Oh, I've had a lot. I lived with the Pharaohs for 6 years, but they couldn't adopt me because they were just my foster family. But I had 2 older sisters, so I know all about PSM and puberty and stuff. So when it happens to me, I already know what to do. I'm good like that.
Did you ever get in any trouble with them?
Y'all get in trouble, you know. Nobody's perfect, but once I wrote my name with crayons on my bedroom floor. But I've been to therapy, so I know why I did it. I was trying to mark my territory, you know. I got punished for it too, so that's it. That's the only trouble I ever got in.
Okay, what kind of foods do you like to eat?
I love halibut with chocolate and apple pie a la mode, but it's gotta be heated. I like tuna fish on whole wheat, but no relish. I hate relish, but I'll eat it if I have to. I like Italian food like biscotti, but no sauce. I like lots of butter, but I can eat the sauce if they want me to.
How were you raised? Jewish or Catholic?
I'm Jewish, but I also celebrate Halloween, which is Catholic, so I guess you can say I'm both. But on Halloween, I didn't eat any of my candy.
You didn't?
Nope. I sold it. Mm-hmm. I made money with it, so I'm also a very good investment.
Okay, I'll be sure to make a note of that. Now, what do you do for fun?
I ride my bicycle like my foster sister's 10-speed bike. I can ride it 100 miles an hour and never even fall off of it. I never ride it in the street though. Bad girls do that. I'm good at playing dress up. I look really cute in my mommy's high heels and lipstick. I mean, not being conceited. But I do know how to get them to like me, if you know what I mean. I can do the cute thing if I have to. Okay then. I think that'll be enough for us today. I think we've seen enough to show the Kopatowski family. And we'll let you know in a couple of days. We'll be having callbacks, and I'd like to thank you for coming in today. Do you have any questions for us?
Yeah. Where do they live?
The Kopatowski family lives in Wanta, a town over from where you're staying now. Any other questions?
Well, I just really wanted to say I think I'm really ready right now, and I think that I'm ready to be adopted. I've had lots of experience in foster care, and I think that I will make a good daughter.
Well, thank you, Jeanette. The Kopatowskis are looking to adopt, so I'll let them know how interested you are.
I also know how to tie my own shoes and cut my hair. In case they need to know that, they won't have to bring me in for haircuts.
Okay, thank you. That's a wrap. Bye-bye now.
Hello? Hello? Maybe far away, or maybe real nearby. She's sitting painting her toenails. He's watching birds in the sky. Maybe in a house, all hidden by a hill. She's picking flowers for dinner, and he's talking to his friend Bill. Betcha they're rich. Why shouldn't they be? Just 'cause they're gonna adopt me.
My new home. Okay, so now it's August 16th, 1978, and I'm now 7 years old, and I'm about to meet the Kopatowski family for the first time. And here comes Barbara in a taxi. Are you ready, Jeanette? It's okay, Jeanette. We'll be right here.
But I don't want to go.
It's time. The Kopatowskis are dying to meet you. They've heard so much about you. Why wouldn't you want to go?
'Cause I'm staying here, and I'm not staying there.
Well, we're only gonna have lunch, that's it. Lunch. So I don't know what you're making such a fuss about.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
But 5 minutes later, I'm sitting next to Barbara in a taxi. And Barbara's got this worried look on her face like we're in the wrong neighborhood or something. She's looking around wondering which house it is. And is it on this block? When we finally pull up to the driveway, which has like this beat up Ford junk car. And I'm thinking this is it.
Excuse me, mister. Are you sure this is the right one?
This is a nice family, Jeanette. You should do very well here. I should do very well here. Didn't she just say I was just having lunch here? I mean, all of a sudden my forehead starts to sweat. I couldn't breathe right, and my stomach was in complete knots. I don't know what's going on. All I can think was,
I think I'm gonna die in a taxi.
then Barbara yanks my arm and leads me up to the stoop. I look back at the cab driver, wondering if he would take me back.
I swear I can pay you with my Halloween money once I'm there.
But just when we're halfway up the stoop, the front door swings wide open, and there she was. Miss Diane Kopatowski. Hi there! I never saw anything like her in my life. She was humongous. She was so tall, it was like looking up at the high dive board, not knowing if I was gonna make it or not.
I quickly showed her my ID so she knew who I was.
Oh, she knew.
Well, hello there, Jeanette. It's my pleasure to finally meet you. I'm Diane.
And I was making lunch for us. Tuna fish on whole wheat without relish, right? I hope you like it. Well, come on in and make yourself comfortable. Make myself comfortable? I was about to have a heart attack. Then she touched my shoulder without my permission and led me inside.
And I thought to myself, what does this lady think she's doing to me? First of all, she's made tuna fish without the hard stuff on whole wheat, just the way I like it. Now, she's trying to win me over by being all sweet and stuff. It's not going to be that easy. I've been to other foster families before, and I know what they're all about. They take you in like a cherry and spit you out like a pig.
So I made sure I paid close attention to every nook and cranny.
Because what I was learning was you never can trust anybody, especially in this business. Yeah, I saw some plants and some ant traps and a box of empty Twinkie box by the garbage. It was totally different from any other house I'd been to. Everything was used up and dirty like nothing was new. I didn't see any bowls of wrapped candy, no carpets, and no plastic on the furniture, and it smelled funny.
That's Obsidian, Jeanette.
Obsidian?
Mm-hmm. He's 16 years old.
16 years old? He's been here a long time.
And the orange one's Beowulf.
Beowulf? What kind of name's that? Ow! He bit me!
Oh, don't worry about him. He just needs to get to know you.
Yeah, right. I wonder what Diane's gonna do before she gets to know me. Gave him a dirty look and walked into the kitchen.
And let me tell you, the kitchen was nothing like the Pharaoh's. It was a pigsty. The stove looked like something out of a garage sale, and there was grease spots all over the refrigerator, and the cabinets looked like they'd been painted 2-3 times over. That told me immediately I did not belong here. This wasn't for me, so I ordered my usual. Shirley Temple. Easy on the rocks, I told her. Oh, sweetie, honey, I'm sorry, but all we have is apple juice here. I hope that'll do for you.
Apple juice? Ew!
And if that wasn't enough, she goes to the cabinet and grabs something and pulls it down and puts it right in front of me. What's wrong, Jeanette?
It's paper.
Well, haven't you ever eaten lunch on a paper plate before?
Yeah, but not inside.
Now I definitely knew this wasn't going to work out. Then she sits right down in front of me, and I thought I was just going to throw up. Blonde hair, bright blue eyeshadow, red painted fingernails, wearing a dress made from scratch. Oh, I could tell, because you can't buy that in any store. You know, Jeanette, I'm part Indian.
Indian?
She didn't look like an Indian. My great-great-great-grandmother, Sadie, was a Cherokee many years ago, and she settled here in the early 1800s. All I could do was pinch myself. Am I actually eating lunch on a paper plate with a blonde 8-foot Indian?
Okay.
So, Jeanette, what's your favorite game to play?
Family Feud, I told her.
Well, I'd like to play you sometime.
Well, I don't know, because nobody beats me, nobody.
Well, I might be good at it too, you know, and maybe we just might be a good match for each other.
Yeah, right.
Then Barbara says, by the way, Jeanette, Diane was so kind as to let you sleep overnight. Isn't that great?
Well, I don't think so, because I gotta watch Charlie's Angels tomorrow, and it's my last chance to clean my room, else I'm gonna get in trouble.
Well, Jeanette, they have TV here, you know?
Yeah, well, I don't think it's color.
Jeanette, calm down. You're gonna be okay here. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Well, I was worried. How come I didn't know all about this? This is my life, you know? You can't just throw me around like a piece of garbage, because I'm not a piece of garbage, and I don't need a new mom, because I already have one. 2, actually. Thank you very much.
Oh, I was mad now. Well, maybe it will be a good idea, Diane, if you show Jeanette her room. My room? My room? What does she mean by my room? Go on. Go look at it. Upstairs on the left. I couldn't believe it. They were putting words in my mouth, and I did not like that. And I stomped up those stairs like a soldier, setting myself up for battle, because I knew it was going to be a dump. And I pulled that door and flung it open. I couldn't believe it. It was beautiful. It was the most beautiful room I ever saw. There were yellow butterflies all over the walls, and the bedspread had a rainbow with ruffles, and everything matched. There was no spots, no dirt, no nothing. It wasn't anything like my room I had at the Pharaoh's. My room there was dark and ugly, and this one was bright and pretty.
My room there was cold, and this one was warm. You could see the sun shining through the windows. Watch the butterflies fly.
So, Jeanette, what do you think? You think you can stay over here tonight? I looked at Barbara. Wish she couldn't. This was too good for me. I'm a foster kid, remember that? You think my foster money can pay for this? Well, I think we better leave now, Barbara. The rent's gotta be too high here. Then Diane called out to me.
Oh, Jeanette, sweetie.
Yes? I want you to know that as long as you want to stay here, you will never be asked to pay to get by. And she
Hugged me. And boy, did she hug me.
roll call. All right, you know the drill. When I call your number, step forward. You understand? Number 1, step forward. Turn to your right. Face forward. Turn to your left. Okay. So where were you last night?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Nope.
No? No? Weren't you supposed to be at the Kapitowski?
No, I didn't want to.
You didn't want to.
Stay there.
So you decided to run away. The Kapitowski family was nice enough to take you into their home. Then you chose to disrespect them by running away. Why would you do a stupid thing like that?
Because they're not my family.
Well, let me tell you something, kid. You really have no choice here. This is a good family. They're going to take good care of you. There's no reason to run.
Oh, yeah? How do I know that?
Because they're going to love you, kid, like no one else has ever loved you before.
Oh, yeah? Well, how do I know that? How do I know they're not going to give me up just like the one before that? If no one can take care of me, then I'll take care of myself. I didn't do nothing wrong. Do you hear me? I didn't do nothing.
We know that, kid. You're going to have to trust me on this one. They're not going to let you go like the last one, no matter what you do. And that means you're going to have to trust them and be strong.
But I don't want to leave the Pharaohs. I love them.
But they can't take care of you anymore. You're being given a second chance.
I was bad. That's why.
No, you weren't. They didn't fit.
Well, I fit.
Let me tell you something. Kid, life doesn't always fit the way you want it to. You have a good thing here. You want to live on the street like a punk? Or do you want to live in a nice house with a nice family? It's up to you. Now, do you think you can go back to the Kapitowskis and not run away? Because if you don't think so, I'll have to lock you up, you know? You're a good kid. You got your whole life to look forward to.
Do I have a choice?
Trust me, kid. You're gonna be okay. All right, we got her. She's a keeper. This is the one you've been looking for?
Yeah, that's the one.
Are you sure? Because there's plenty more out there, you know.
No, she's the one.
You're sure? She's a tough one. You think you can handle her?
Yes, I'm sure. I have a feeling we'll be just fine.
Okay, kid. We got you for life.
Wait a minute.
I want to speak to my social worker, Barbara Horowitz. I didn't do nothing. I told you.
It's all right, kid. And you remember that. You didn't do nothing. Now get out of here. Adopted. So that was it. I was adopted. And with that, I was handed a new home, complete with my own room, 2 cats, and a brand new family, fully equipped with rules for my brand new life. I don't know what you were told before, but in this house, there will be no more soda drinking for breakfast, no more cutting off of your own hair, and no more riding your bike in the middle of the street. How many times do I have to tell you, young lady? Yes, and you will eat those lima beans and finish that glass of milk plus the next one if you don't watch your step. If you say the word fart one more time, I will wash your mouth out with soap. Stop pouting. Do you hear me, young lady? Now put this on. Oh, there now. Don't you look pretty?
No, I don't look pretty. And for your information, I do drink soda for breakfast, and I'm allowed to ride my bike in the middle of the street. And I hate lima beans. They're disgusting. Fart, 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 fart. That's what milk is, fart. So you can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, people look at me different. But somehow, They knew I wasn't who I said I was. Hi, I'm Jeanette Kapataskowski. I'm Kapatiski, Kapatawawau Sky, Kapatuiski, Jeanette! And then, when I went to my new doctor with a stomach virus, he had the nerve to ask me,
Do stomach ulcers tend to run in your family?
I don't know, but if you find them, can you call them and tell them where I am? And then in fourth grade, my frosted-haired, nose-picking teacher, Miss Turner, gave us a poster homework assignment. Due after winter vacation, one for you, one for you. Mrs. Turner, you skipped me. Oh, no, not you. You're excused, honey. I'm excused? Wow, I'm lucky. A family tree. Huh. Mother Scouting. Girl Scout cookies here for sale, $4 a box. Yeah, I am in Girl Scouts now. When you turn 13, you get your period, you wear training bras, and you graduate from brownies into a Girl Scout. And of course, my mother's got to be the leader. She's always got to be the leader. But she told me if I sell 300 boxes, I could go to the Great Adventure. And I'm going because I'm scared of nothing. But not in this uniform. Over my dead body. I wouldn't be caught dead in this. I mean, what if my real mother saw me right now? She'd be so embarrassed. She probably wouldn't even tell me who she was. That's how embarrassed she'd be. Man, my mother could be standing right in front of me, and I wouldn't even know it. But I'd know. It was Sunday. She bought 18 boxes for me. 5 Thin Mints, 4 s'mores, 3 shortbreads, and 6 peanut butter patties. I only had to take one look and I knew it was her. Celia. That's her name, Celia. I mean, she had the same brown hair like I did. We were identical. I made sure she caught my eye. Girl Scout cookies. So good. Yummy. Try one. Free cookies. And then she looked right at me. I told her telepathically with my eyes she was the one. She was choosing the most beautiful flowers, the ones that I would choose. Roses, violets, and daisies. Excuse me, ma'am. Would you like to support the Girl Scouts of America? Because you look like a really nice lady, and I think that you might be my real mother. Whoa! She didn't have to drop all her flowers. And then she laughed at me. You know, ma'am, there's no reason to be afraid of me, you know. And then she did the craziest thing. She bent down on one knee and gave me the biggest hug I ever got in my entire life. It was beautiful. You are a beautiful and charming young lady. And I'm sorry, but you're mistaking me for somebody else. I'm not the woman you think I am. And that woman you're looking for is surely missing a lot. It was obvious she just couldn't handle it. I mean, this was the moment we were both waiting for. It's okay if you feel this way, I understand. I forgive you for losing me the first time, and I swear it's not going to happen again. Because I know you wanted to keep me, but all the plans just got messed up. And let me tell you what I did. By the look on her face, she was stunned. I mean, so was I. We finally found each other, and she just couldn't believe it. I mean, here we were together again, at last, with the same hairdo and everything. And there's no coincidence. Well, I'll be selling cookies here tomorrow at the same time, so you can come back and pick me up. Gave her a free box of her favorite cookies, Nutter Butters. That night I couldn't sleep a wink. I was so tired at school the next day, I couldn't even see the chalkboard. I swear it was the longest day of my life. Then I ran 10 blocks to Pathmark. And let me tell you, it's not easy seeing in the dark, but I was determined to keep looking and looking, waiting and waiting. And ever since that day, my heart's been breaking and breaking. Jadana's vengeance to the world. I'm 16 years old and I feel sexy. I'm going to be in the St. Williams Catholic Center lip sync contest tonight, and I'm going to win that damn contest if it's the last thing I do. I mean, I'm going to show them all of me.
Not hiding anymore. I'm gonna be somebody. They're all gonna be so shocked when they see me. They're not gonna believe it. I'm gonna get all the guys and all the girls jealous. I can't wait. God, I feel so good right now. I've never felt so good in my entire life. I mean, I really feel like somebody now. I'm gonna get a 10 on originality, a 10 on appearance, and a 10 on lip syncing. I know it because I'm so good at it, it's easy for me. And I look like her too. I love her. We even dance the same. Ba-ba-ba-da. Boo! I never knew she does. I saw her on TV. And she said she had a dream. Well, so do I. She came to New York because she wanted to dance. And she wanted to sing. She wanted to do all the things. And she wanted to be happy. Well, that's exactly what I want. I swear, if she ever met me, we'd have best friend t-shirts. I just know it. Because she never really had a mom either. And that's why we'd be so close. She has the same insides as me. Only she's famous. But I'm going to be just like her. I'm going to dress like her, wear my hair like her, and I know exactly how she wears it, just like this. It's easy, because we're the same person, you know. I swear, I've never felt so happy in my entire life. I can finally be somebody. Oh, it feels good. Ooh, I better hurry up. Like Marilyn Monroe. We're the same too, because she was adopted. I think I'm going to be her for Halloween this year. Yep, dye my hair. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now, I'm really going to win. Watch out, world. Here comes Jadonna. New York City, here I come. 34th Street, next up Broadway, step in, keep away from the closing doors, stand clear. Why limit your possibilities when you can broaden your horizons? It'll be great. I'll be famous. It'll be exciting. Everyone will cheer me. I'll be loved by everyone around me, and I'll be successful and happy. Broadway, 42nd Street, stand clear of the closing doors. If you hadn't figured it out yet, I've decided to be an actress. I'm 19 and my stage name is Maxine Clark. My mother seems to think it sounds like a maxi pad, but I happen to love it. Maxine Clark. So far, I've been on about 300 auditions in 40 plays, 10 student films. I'm not kidding. I audition for everything. And I always get cast in something because I'm good at it. I'm good, you know, at being other people. I'm a chameleon and everybody knows it. At first I was having trouble deciding what I wanted to be because at first I wanted to be an FBI agent. You know, solving the case, solving the problem, being, this is Agent 90066 Kapatowski. What seems to be the problem? Boy, I see. Well, this is what we can do. Jim, bolt the back door with the K-47. Bob, help Agent Hatchet latch the key in the back door. And Joe, stand by me for assistance, and let's get this sucker. But what if I was scared? So then I figured I'd be a film director. I wouldn't be scared at all. Okay, people, quiet on the set. Makeup, over here, please listen. I want her eyes to look evil, not sultry, evil. Wardrobe, where's wardrobe? Over here. This color, whatever you call it, tang, has got to go. It is way too bright. I want it to be dark and gloomy, like, how can I say it? Death. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, actors. Where are my actors? Let's get moving, people. But that would be too not me. So then I realized I could be both. I could be anybody as an actor. So it's my dream now. It's my life. My friends can't believe how confident I am. And I am just that. But I happen to have a little secret. You see, I read a lot of self-help books. I'm not kidding. They really help. That's why I've come this far. I keep a journal of personal affirmations to remind me of what I'm striving for. And whenever I have an audition, I read them because today, I know I'm gonna get this one. I can feel it. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. Hi, my name is Maxine Clark. I like bicycling, singing, swimming, aerobics, and traveling. I recently played the lead in When the Bells Aren't Ringing, off Broadway, and I'm currently taking an audition techniques class with Connie Stravinsky. Thank you.
Joy. Ah, what would I do without you? Joy. I can also different in different accents if you'd like. Oi, what would I do without you, Joy? Or Jewish. Joy. Oi, vey, what would I do without you? Joy. Or Southern. Joy. What would I do without you, Joy? How was that? Oh, okay. You want me to do it one more time? Oh. No problem. Myself, okay. Joy, what would I do without you? Joy, how was that? Ugh. Oh, I get it. You mean like you want me to be myself? Oh, all right. Let me try it one more time. Be myself, no problem. Okay, I'm sorry I got lost there for a second. You know, come to think of it, I don't need this. I don't need it. I don't need your bottle of joy. I'm not gonna stand here and pretend to be myself. In fact, I can't pretend to be that. I'm joy for you because I'm not gonna do it. I'm sorry I wasted your time, but I wanna thank you because if it wasn't for this audition, I don't know what I'd do without you. Huh? I got the part? Really? Oh, Father. I'm so busy now, Jeanette, that I know whether I'll... What? I'm so busy now, Jeanette, that I do not know whether I will be able to bring you all the toys you want for Christmas, and so I'm giving you a gift to make sure you can get all the toys you want for Christmas. I know that you've been a very good girl all year. Love, Santa. Love, Santa? What the heck does that mean? Well, we suspect your biological father sent you this. But what the heck does this Santa thing mean? I mean, am I Catholic? You were born Catholic, honey, but your mother obviously wanted you raised Jewish. So I've been living a lie. You have not been living a lie. I looked at both of my parents. How dare they? How dare they keep this from me? This is my life, not theirs. So when did you get this letter? We got it a few years ago, Jeanette, and we thought we would give it to you when we thought you were ready. Ready? Who could be ready for this? The next day, after this whole mind trip, I'm dozing off in Economics 101. And my professor, Dr. Kennengeiser, starts talking about where money comes from. By looking into the circle of a $1 bill, you can tell what city and state that bill comes from on any bill, just by looking in the circle on the left-hand side. New York. It's from New York. He's here in New York City, I just knew it. Anne, over here, I have to tell you something. So I skipped class to be with Anne Deller. She was adopted too. She found a real father in Puerto Rico, so maybe she can help me find mine. And I think I know where my father is.
Your real father?
Yes, my real father. See, I got this $100 bill from the agency, Jewish Child Care, and they told my parents my father sent it. It's brand new, look. You can tell it's from New York, right here. New York, see, right here in the middle, just that's how you know. So I told Anne the whole story, and she believed me too, that I was right. He must be from New York. So we went to the New York Public Library to look at the birth books. And Anne said my name would be listed because I was born at Bellevue Hospital in New York City. And I was listed. It's listed as Jeanette Cox. Not Jeanette Kapotowski, not Jeanette Farrow, but Jeanette Cox. My real name listed alongside my father's first name, Arthur, and my mother's maiden name, Barbosa. Just like Barbara had told me. In that one moment, I was convinced. I was never so sure in my life. I found my father. Now, nothing can hold me back. Nothing. Alan, Alfred, Arthur. Shoot, there were 4 Arthurs listed.
Calm down, Jeanette. What we should do is look in the 1971 phone book and see which Arthur Cox
Was there when you were born.
Yes, that's perfect. Can I help you 2 young ladies?
Yes, I need a 1971 phone book for New York City, please.
Well, for 1971, you'll have to fill out this card and go over to the microfilm section. Wait in line right over there.
I looked over there. This line is like 10 blocks long, so I said, listen, lady, I'm in the middle of a catharsis here, and I need that microfilm now. I've waited for too long for this. I don't have time to fill out your silly cards, and I don't have time to wait in a roller coaster line, so I advise you to go over there, or else this might turn ugly. So it ended up being the longest half hour of my life, but we finally got our hands on the phone. We got a match. Same address, same name, same phone number. And this is where I lived for 1.5 years of my life. I couldn't believe it. Here I was on a Saturday afternoon on 45th Street in Madison, and my real father is on East 10th Street, only 35 blocks away. 10 minutes, okay? And Ann's telling me to calm down. Jeanette, give me the phone, let me call. I'll tell him I'm from Jewish Child Care and that I just need to verify some information. Remember, I've done this before. Hello, may I speak to Mr. Arthur Koch? Yes? Is this Arthur I'm speaking to? Great. Yes, Mr. Koch, my name is Ann Rabinowitz. Ann Rabinowitz from Jewish Child Care, and I would like to verify some information in order to close your file with us here, okay? Now, in 1971, you gave up 2 children for adoption, correct? Mm-hmm. One named Jeanette and one named Patrick? Okay. Are you currently living at 322 East 10th Street? Great. Well, okay, that's all the information we need to verify. We're just updating our files. Thank you for your time, Mr. Cox. Thank you. I heard my father's voice. I heard my voice. Do you know what that feels like? I mean, my dad was practically next to me. I heard his voice. So we took a cab to East 10th Street, and when we got there, I was dying to go to the front door. Ann said, no. Yes, I want to. No, you can't. You don't have the right, but you do have the right to write him a letter. Fine, I'll write him. And I did. I wrote him twice. I waited 3 months and 2 days and no answer. I knew what I had to do. Hello? Yes, hello? Is Arthur Cox there, please? Hi. My name is Jeanette, Jeanette Kopatowski, and I'm calling because I sent you 2 letters, and I wanted to know if you got them. Well, I sent them to you at 322 East 10th Street. What? California? He lives in California now? In college? Wait a minute. You're telling me that your name is Arthur Cox too, and you moved to his apartment with the same name, and you keep the same number? What do you mean? He doesn't live here anymore. He was here a few months ago. I'm really confused. I don't think you're telling me that... He hung up on me. That's no good, lousy jerk. Hung up on me. He lied to me. How could he? How could he? Why? Why? What did I ever do to him? What? Somebody, tell me. What did I ever do to him? I want to see him. I want to talk to him. Greet him in the park. Sit on the same bench next to each other and eat a New York hot dog together. That's it. Yeah, that's it. I'll never call him again. My father. Book pals. Hi there. I'm your reader today.
Hi.
How old are you guys?
6, 7.
Wow. Do you know why I'm here today?
Story time.
Yep. And today I'm going to introduce you to Mr. Felix. He has something very important he wants to tell you about his trip to New York City. Once upon a time, me and my angel. Psst, psst.
Hey, Jeanette. Shh. It's me. It's me over here. It's me, Jeanette. I want to talk to you. Jeanette. You know, the one you've been talking to, the one you've been talking about all night. I'm here to tell you something.
What do you mean?
I'm here to tell you it's time to be happy.
What? What are you? Who are you?
I am you and you are me, and stop holding me so tight.
I'm what?
It's too tight. Let go. You don't have to hold on so tight anymore.
I'm not holding you.
Yes, you are.
How old are you?
That's a silly question. I'm the same age as you, silly. 7.
I'm not 7.
Well, you're certainly acting like it.
What do you mean?
It's because you don't want to grow up. I know that. But don't you see, we're okay now.
Don't look sad at me. I'm not sad. No one's gonna hurt us. We're safe now. You saved my life, and now I'm here to save yours. It's time for us to go now. I'm waiting. Waiting? You're still not letting go. What do you want me to do? You have to say it. Say what? Tell me everything's gonna be okay. Where are you going? I'm going to grow up now, but you have to believe. Do you promise? Now say it. Everything's gonna be okay. One more time. I believe everything's gonna be okay. Wait. What? Will you always be with me? Mm-hmm. All you have to do is smile and I'll be right behind you. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? He said I'm not a child anymore. And I did. I let go. And I'm still letting go and learning how to foster and adopt myself. Because just like all of us, whether adopted, fostered, we're all searching for the hopes to become someone. Only to find out that in the end, one is several. And for several years, I've been doing just that, searching for someone. And what I've come to realize is that someone is me. Yeah, me. And I'm pretty okay. I don't need to look at someone else to define who I am or what it is to belong, because I belong to me. And when I look inside myself, that's when I'm able to see all that I've become. A creator, a lover, a healer, a friend, a seeker, a thinker, a fighter till the end. I can laugh, I can cry, I can hug, and I can kiss. Because thank you, I'm a daughter and a sis. I'm a soul, I'm a seed, and I belong on this earth. Now I'm a dreamer and I still am a believer. So let me ask you, what's your name? Who's your daddy?